Hey guys, finally a full review of Huben K1. If you watched my previous videos, you noticed that I had some problems with it with pellet stabilities at longer ranges. And I fixed that by replacing the barrel. So right now I have inside a 22 LR barrel, which has a slightly higher twist rate. So the airgun barrel that was installed in this gun from stock was standard 1 in 17.7 inches twist, and this one has a more aggressive twist, which is 1 in 16 inches. So this additional aggressiveness of the twist rate, so the twist rate is now faster, helped in stabilizing the pellets or bullets, and I was actually amazed at how much it helped. Mostly I'm shooting JSB Beasts because they are the heaviest pellet in 22 available. They are 34 grain, sorry. And I'm extremely satisfied with the results. I don't have any wobble anymore. The pellets are flying straight, totally straight. And interestingly enough, that pellet with this barrel actually prefers it to be shot fast. So if I go under 300 meters per second or under 1000 feet per second, I get some instability. If I go over, the pellet is flying more and more straight, so without any wobbling or any instability. So because of this, I'm currently shooting at about 325 meters per second. That's about 1066 feet per second, which seems to be the perfect velocity for this combination. Because the pellet is so heavy, it's very stable, so no problem with stability, even though we are close to sonic speeds. And I'm getting about 2 to 3 centimeter groups at 70 meters. Now, that's all I ever wanted in this gun, especially with this power. If you haven't calculated the energies by now, so 325 meters per second with 34 grain equals to about 115 joules or 85 foot-pounds. Now this seemed to work perfect with this gun. I mean, just perfect. You still get 19 shots, so the full magazine, if I fill the gun up to only 250 bars. So my regulator is right now set to about 170, 180 bars, and 19 shots with the 250 bar of fill pressure. So this is kind of an ideal combination for me, because there are some custom-made air guns out there that can deliver this kind of velocities and this kind of power at with this caliber, but usually there are like 5, maybe 10 shots the most, and they're usually not regulated, so the velocities are not consistent. And of course, in addition of being a semi-auto and able to very fast and quick adjust the output power, makes it even more attractive. And being a bullpup, I mean, this gun is I just love it now. I just love it because this is actually all I wanted from Huben, and now I got it. And with this video, I'm hoping to address Huben for their further production, that they rethink the selection of the barrel they have put in. And because, you know, this 22 LR from Lothar Walther is the same price than an airgun barrel, and all they have to do is put this one inside instead of the airgun barrel, and the accuracy issues will be fixed. And I'm hoping that when they watch this video, they will reconsider and start to put these barrels in Hubens. For those of you guys that already have Hubens at home, that have one of your own, it is possible and fairly easy to replace the barrel if you have a machinist. Basically, all you have to do is first, of course, buy a correct dimension Lotter-Walter barrel. So 22 LR with the external diameter of 12.2 millimeters. It actually says 12 millimeters on their webpage, but it's actually 12.2 millimeters. And that barrel fits inside the gun right away. All you have to do is make a crown on each side and make a thread onto each side. So front side for putting shroud on, and back side for screwing it into the breech. And very important thing when you do that is to properly align the cylinder with the barrel. You have 3 screws, as I showed in the previous video when I disassembled the gun. 3 screws to adjust the axial alignment of the magazine with the barrel. So this is the stock barrel. As I mentioned, it's 12.2 millimeters thick, which is standard barrel blank. They call it 12 millimeters on their webpage. And you can see that all you have to do is make it thinner here, make a crown in the end. So this is the part where the pellet enters the barrel, and make a 12, so this is a metric 12 millimeter thread with a step of 1 millimeter, so M12 times 1. And on the other side you have the same thread and of course a muzzle crown. And this whole assembly is exactly 600 millimeters long. So this is what you have to make in order to be able to replace your barrel. So here is Huben with the 22 LR barrel from Lotter-Walter without the shroud. The barrel, I bought barrel blank, and it was about I don't know, 5 to 6 centimeters longer. So it was about 660 millimeters, and now it's about 650 when I finished the crown. And before it was about up to here, and it was thinner. It was only 12.2 millimeters, and now it's 17 millimeters. I had to make this extension. Right now it's made out of plastic. In the future I might make it out of aluminium and anodize it. And then just made a thread here that threads onto the shroud, and there's one additional internal part, new part made. So instead of threading the shroud here, it threads only back here. I did that because I also want to be able to use this gun without the shroud, and having a thread here kind of ruins the aesthetics. But all the original parts I left unchanged, so basically if I ever want I can just put the old barrel in and thread everything back on as it was originally. This is the crown of the barrel, so hopefully it will focus, yeah. So this is the most important part of the barrel. I usually make the crown just straight up, no angle. Works perfect for me usually, so this one is made the same. The gun is very loud without the shroud, especially at high pressure that I'm shooting usually and high energies. So So that's it. I made some slight modification on the trigger as well, just to make it lighter. I did some modification on the springs in the internal part, and a little bit here. So I made the trigger to have a little bigger lever, so it's a little easier pull. I think it's under half of kilo right now, half of kilogram. So that's about it. I love this gun now. I genuinely love it. Interesting thing is that if you don't use a shroud, this gun has much more recoil, noticeable much more recoil, because it blows all the air straight forward and you get an equal and opposite reaction back. And with the shroud has this little holes on it, as you may know. I think they advertise this. The Huben advertised this on their webpage. So basically, most of the air does not blow from the front hole of the shroud, but it actually blows in all directions. So it kind of works like a anti-recoil muzzle brake. So yeah, it's noticeable. Even if you, for example, dry fire it without shroud, you will feel the recoil. And if I put the shroud on and dry fire it, there will be virtually no recoil. There are some people that have concerns regarding safety with this airgun due to its design, because it's made like it's always cocked, and by this means the gun is never truly safe when it's cocked. And I wanted to reassure them because I checked the operation of this safety. And actually, when you put it to safe, you're not only blocking the trigger, but you're also blocking all the internal parts from firing. So, in my opinion, that is as safe as possible for this design. So, I wouldn't worry about safety, because once you put it on safe, it blocks everything inside. But of course, I would definitely store or carry around this gun without any pellets in the magazine. Of course, that's obvious. It is a little harder to take the pellets out if you already have them in without firing the gun, of course. But it is possible. All you have to do is push on to this detent and then tilt the gun so they drop out, and then rotate the magazine forward for the next shot. So it is possible to empty it and put it on safe. Keep watching the rest of the video. I will show some groups at 70 meters first with stock barrel, so the airgun barrel, and then later with 22 LR barrel. Pay attention to the wind, because it was blowing that day like crazy, and despite that I still got 3 centimeters group at 70 meters. So that's impressive, and I'm very satisfied with these results. It seems to be sighted in just fine. Ah, not stable.
sure where that hit. I'm just gonna continue in the same direction. Wind. I like this gun. We got some wind. Sorry about the last shot. I was aiming 1 mil dot higher. I'll do one more just to correct the group. Okay.
Okay guys, leave a comment below if you have a question, and thanks for watching, and please subscribe to my channel.